Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome ye all to part 21 of Dragon Age Inquisition on the Xbox One X. We are exactly where we're at the end of part 20. And we're going to crack straight in. So we need to head to, well, I said at the end of the last part. We're going to go and try and do this. I remember this rift being slightly difficult first time I played it, but we'll give it a whirl. And then we've got a little quest to finish off over here. Blah, 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 blah. In fact, we might do that first. Campsite's right there, isn't it? Just double check that there isn't anything else right next to us before we do this. Can't do anything with old Tanner at the minute, so that's fine. Travelling. The most interesting travelling screen you'll ever find, I think, on any game. What should we do for the travelling screen? Oh, sod it. We're out of time. Just stick travelling in the middle. No, what did you just say, Stephen? You were going to do the other bit first. I'm wondering what that exclamation mark is now as well. And let's just top these up.
Another generation that learns to live in fear of magic. Nothing to report, sir.
Yes, well, I wasn't going to ask you, but I was trying to jump and you stood in front of me. Never mind. Ooh, wow, I haven't got my notes ready. Part 21, people. Hinterlands, who's who? Marvellous.
Thank you again.
Druffalo hunter in the heart of the hinterland. Druffalo farmer in the heart of the hinterland. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. And you're welcome. Aye, aye, here we go. Stunned him. Oh, hello. Bloody hellfire. Whoa. Oh, fucking hell. I didn't see that to the last minute. Nice. Rifts on the farm done. Enhanced Deathblow Ring and Intense Frost Essence. Anyone using Enhanced Deathblow? I don't know if they are. I thought we gave him a belt. Enhanced Earth-Shaking Strike. Payback Strike, who's gotten it? Plus 15% Spirit Resistance. I don't think he uses that. Stick it on him anyway for the time being. The Jagged Battle Axe, which is a two-hander. Whoa. What? It's got 110 area of attack damage in 3 slots. That's common, and that's item level 11, that's why. Well, I suppose we should put it on him, really. That's a bit of a shame. The Warlord Greatsword was one of those special things I picked up. Requirements level 8. And that's level 3. I think that main hand one that I'm wearing, the Warlord Greatsword, I should have picked up a long time ago. Still using the other thing we picked up, though. Fang Longsword. We've got quite a few bits we can... Bianca. Use for our... What do you call them? Upgrades now. And crafting. That's a tier 2 common metal, that. Tier 2 rare rune material. Right, onward, Stephen. Let's just be on with it. Keeping it clean, people. Keeping it clean. Yeah, we had this, didn't we? Whatever that is. I don't think we've got all of the... can't remember now. We didn't get all of the shards in the... Storm Coast. I've got a feeling we haven't got them all here either. I love that marker. You can see it shining away in the distance from miles away. It's great. What? It's the bloody letterbox I was just at. Maybe. No, not quite. Oh, it's Seanna.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
Oh, I know what this is. You got to ride the courses and see if you can beat them all, don't you? But I shall leave that for now. So I think for now we're probably done here. Not seeing anything open. There's a few corners maybe that we've not been in, but other than that, done alright there, I think. See what we've got going on in the journal. This map depicts a farmhouse near a cave. Yeah, do that later. Confront Tanner in Redcliffe Village. We've done that, but we can't do anything with it at the minute. Decorative gems in order to do the tapestry for... Yeah, it's just a requisition, so that's fine. We've got the Hinterlands sorted for now. Storm Coast is just a requisition. Forbidden Oasis is Shard Collector. Travel to the Oasis. How, what? Ah, right, okay, okay. Forbidden Oasis. Andraste, save us. Ah, new area.
Come to join us at the Oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a... feeling.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Veilfire used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Okay, I missed a trick there. I've got a level up on all the other characters. Oh, Shard Collector completed. Nice. So, let's have a quick rest, because I think they might have used a few things in that rift fight. Just get a level up stunt. Iron Bull. Got that one already. Whirlwind becomes more effective the longer you sustain it. Damage bonus per retain is 15%. Whirlwind strikes pull nearby enemies toward you. Oh, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Cooldown reduction 4 seconds. Damage bonus 200%. Pommel strike stuns enemies longer if they are already suffering from a long negative. Now I think the whirlwind he probably uses more often. Let's stick with that. Do I want the 15% bonus per rotation? Or pull towards? Let's do pull towards. I think you can swap them anyway. You launch a salvo of elemental blasts from your staff that homes in on targets ahead of you. Each hit from the energy barrage lowers the target's resistance to your staff's magic type for short time. Energy barrage now deals additional damage, but all targets are selected randomly. Or we could give her something new. She's still got space for 4 more moves. Frost or fire or spirit. What's spirit do? You create a shimmering protective barrier that acts as a temporary additional shield. The barrier decays naturally over time. Might be good for her actually. Your aura of tranquility makes enemies less likely to attack you in battle. Yeah, I might go down this route. A protective barrier springs into place around you automatically when you are badly injured. Yeah, let's give this a whirl. Protects, doesn't it? Odd Blackwall. Charging Bull. You slam into your enemies, increasing your guard and knocking them down. After you finish your charge, your next ability costs no stamina. Nice. Charging Bull is faster and gives you more control. Go with that one, I think. Gets more moves in, doesn't he? Our work here is done. Now I need to decide. It's a pretty good area this, and there's some good materials in it as well. Tier 2 materials, if I remember rightly.
Dispatch for you. What is it? See for yourself, sir.
I'm trying to decide, shall we do some of this or Forbidden Oasis is now opened up. So we can go with yeah, we could do some more in Hushed Whispers, which I think is on the war tape. Yeah, go to the war room. However, if we do this section for... Well, mind you, we might find this a bit difficult, to be fair. Find a circle tome in the Exalted Plains. Why can I not remember where the Western Approach is, or have I just not been there yet? Don't remember the Exalted Plains either. Maybe, yeah, maybe there are places I've not been. Fallow Mire. Yeah, well, that's true. We haven't done the Fallow Mire yet. And we've come to this area as well. So maybe we should do the Fallow Mire first. Should give it another go. Beacons of the dark. Yeah, because we started investigating this and we just found it too difficult. That's what happened. Come on, let's give it a whirl. If it's too difficult, we'll jump back to there. But we've powered up a fair bit since this. We unlocked this pretty early on. Welcome to the swamps, my friend. Something behind the tent. Is there another chest? Maybe it just marks it as a thing. Right, let's just check where we've... yeah, we've kind of circled around that top bit, haven't we, already? Alright, I think we'll hug the left. Oh, blue Vitarol. Hug the edges and get the rocks, people.
Oh, quite a smell.
Yeah, it's all the dead come up from the water, innit? The old elf root grows pretty much anywhere, doesn't it? Brilliant staff. Is it though? Is it a brilliant staff? Well, seem to be doing a fair bit of damage to them. Overly sure where all her fire damage is coming from. Thought she was a lightning person. I think when you run in... Oh, Summerstone. When you run in the water, I think you disturb them, don't you? Could have sworn there was a dragon in this part, you know. Possibly an electric dragon, maybe. Could really milk this area. If disturbing the water actually does bring them out, which it seems to, you could just milk it for all the enemies you can get. Don't think we're overly blessed with Blood Lotus, are we? Take a few. I think it was the Blood Lotus that got us that special sword and amulet for Blackwall. You know who I meant. Oh, hello. Forgot about these guys. They've got a massive amount of armour on them. Rough hide. I think it's good stuff off them though, but not too bad now. Look, we're pretty tough now, aren't we? One of 16 regions discovered. I don't remember it being that big, this area. Anyway. Whoa! Easy there, big fella. Anyone would think I was trying to kill you or something? Die, skeleton! Ooh, we've got a fair bit of that rough hide there. 5 of them, I think. Another one here, I think. Another 3. Another 6 rough hide. I mean, maybe I'm remembering that stuff being stronger than it is, but I remember that being tough stuff. But anyway. Looks. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's loads up there, isn't there? Looks like we had to come around this way, didn't it? Maybe. Beacons of the Dark. Fallow Mire is plagued with demons fighting. Lighting Veilfire beacons should draw them out. Oh, okay. I feel like we are... No, they're alright. They're just not healing themselves yet. Plenty of potions. Really? That's the straight path we could have taken. Oh, hello, there's a beacon up there, I think. Unless we've done it already, but... Can't remember if we did one the first time around or not. Yeah, we've done that one. Right. It was so long ago, people. Might be one up there. What's that there? Diseased tissue, as it happens.
Did you clean your weapon after the last fight?
No. Odds are we're going to be killing something again in a few minutes. Besides, bloodstains are good for scaring enemies. They see
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he?
a blade, and they... You know... I'll go clean it.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hello. A few of them are pitched up. Similar to rifts, aren't they, those? What? What's glistening? Right. Next. Well, there's a... Oh, beneath the mire. It's right next to us, we might as well... no it's not, it's way over there. What? Where am I? Yeah, it is, it's right next to us. Find the Veilfire runes. Well, that is another one, so why is it not letting me... Ah. Veilfire in the Fallow mire. Beneath the mire. Only way I could think of dropping the torch, but never mind. Oh, there's a camp. It's worth getting to, I think. It be nearby. Eight roughhide, flippin' heck. It's well worth getting these guys, isn't it? With the Hellfire. Ooh, hello. Increased ability duration by 30%. Nice. Rare ring. Might be worth giving that. Oh, it's a mage. I was going to say, might be worth giving it to a mage. Masterwork engraved greatsword. Tier 2 greatsword. That's going to come in well handy for old Black... Well... Iron Bull. The wearer of this amulet gains a small amount of stamina after killing an enemy. Warrior or rogue. Nice, that was some nice finds, that. On this small note, the words "not Deathroot" has been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed with this one underneath it. There's a camp.
This would work for a camp.
Something lying on the ground over here. Oh, maybe not. Get our health back. So imagine being the guards camped out at this place waiting for you to come back. Just two of you, bored out your minds on a grisly, miserable, scary swamp. Well, straight path to most of it, and then we've got the left. Yeah, it's a big area actually. I always remember this area being smaller than this, but it's not, is it? So, I'm actually slightly inclined to jump back and just have a look at some of the stuff we've been picking up for weapons and armour on a couple of people. In order to do so, we need to bounce to... because we can come straight back to this camp anyway now. What? Why am I forgetting where Haven is? There it is. Let's go and have a look. I think it was part 18 where we did the last bit of crafting. It was a full crafting episode, to be fair, pretty much. Some haunting violin and cello music there. Frostback Mountains, thank you. Hey, there's Red Bull. Oh, there's Krem as well.
What can I do for you? I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull. The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure. How's Iron Bull as a commander? If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass. How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company? I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since. That's how he lost the eye? Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me. Is it strange to work for a Kunari? He hasn't tried to convert us to the Kun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind. I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy. Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home. We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Kanari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Liliana. We've got Cassandra. Cullen commands the troops. Do we need one?
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's going to be time to make decisions. Someone's going to have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you seal the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Very good, right. Go over here and have a look at this stuff we've picked up.
Smithing.
Got a fair few schematics as well, I think.
Here, have something to drink.
Just curious if I did anything with a weapon. Did I pick anything up for a bow? Well, we've got a masterwork engraved greatsword that I can make for the big fella. Not sure I've picked up. Oh, that's a tier 2 bow. That's the spike bow I've already got on though, isn't it? Ooh, nice. Shield of the Emperor. Might be worth it for old Blackwall. That's a tier 3. I'm sure I had that last time. Bits for Bianca. Oh, firing. I'm sure I made one of those grips, but just didn't use it. That's awesome. Actually, might just take a look at the armor before I craft it. Enhanced Antamsar, we've tried that before. Really, we want any tier 2 stuff, don't we? That was the other one we didn't try last time. It's quite nice, that. Yeah, that's tier 2. Free Army Warrior armor. As is that. Vanguard coat. Both got up to 143. It's quite smart, that. Warrior human trained only. Oh, really? How does that work then? Oh, I see. It's just not showing me it because I'm not allowed to wear it. That's warrior only as well. Alright, maybe not then. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Well, for Sky anyway. The others it's alright. Ah, right. I think he's wearing the medium one because that's what I'd made for her. That's the free army one, which has got a lot more protection on it. Human only, right. So it'll work for Blackwall then. That's smart, innit? It's the only one that's going to give me 143 as well. So it's a choice between that and his shield. Onyx is quite smart. I'll maybe do that and make his shield for him. His red shield. Range defense, cold resistance, range defense. Cold resistance. +8 strength. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Yeah, Iron Bull can wear that, can't he? 155 that takes him up to. Whoa. Enhanced stone bearer armor. It's not as good as this one though. Yeah, it's always the bloodstone. Tell you what, I might actually be better leaving him until we get some of that tier 2 stuff in the other area. Craft his shield and his sword though. Ooh, that goes to 195 if we've got enough bloodstone, which we don't at the minute, but... Just a question of which one to use, isn't it? Drakestone's quite smart, isn't it? Strength, constitution, strength. Pattern emerging. Sweet. Blackwall shield we were going to do, innit? Stagger on being hit. Melee defense. Stagger on being hit. No, I don't want to do that. Nice. Stunning great shield. Oh, excuse me. Woo. It was a tier 2 Magister staff. Is that what I've already got though? Cold damage, fire damage, electricity damage. Tier 2. Ooh, could use tier 2 in that. 9 constitution. Not overly sure if this is any better than what she's got already, but anyway. Worth a do. We made Iron Bully's sword, didn't we? So... Oh, it's badass, isn't it? Like that. A lot better than what he had on. And plus 13 strength. And it's got grip, pommel, and rune space. Oh dear. It's actually... Oh, that's where she's getting the flame from. That thing she's got on's got flame damage on it. The one I've just made is electricity damage. So I could swap it over. But she's got Sunder on hit and stuff on the other one as well. Could give that other one to Solas, of course. Right, move on from her then. Right, Blackwall's got his new armour and his new shield. That's the badger. Oh. It's not actually as good as the armour he's wearing, but, you know, never mind. It's more suited to him, though. It's got a heal bonus. It's got plus 8 strength in that one, though. Yeah, you see, if I could have made that with the other material, it would have been higher. Oh, check that bad boy out. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot better. And I think that's all we can do for now. Other than... So his sword can use a grip and a pommel and a rune. So I could make those.
You need something? Let me know.
Great sword grip. Not seeing anything to do with pommel. No. %4 barrier bonus. 5% barrier bonus. Armor penetration, barrier damage. Sure.
Should serve you well.
What? Wait. Slightly confused about the runes though, because I thought I had some. Anyway. No slots on that. Plus 12 dexterity. Might put that on actually. Right, well, we've gained a few things, a few perks for people. Big sword for the big man, new armour and a shield for the little man, and not much for Vivienne, unfortunately. So, we shall... Why is there an exclamation mark?
Smithing.
Oh, Blackwall.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Taller.
Yes.
Being up front is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Still got an exclamation mark. What? What is this exclamation mark for, people? This single-use amulet lets the bearer clear her mind. Oh, we can respec. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. There must be something I've not quite done properly. Right, well I think that's probably what I want to do for now. I want to get back on the action trail for the beginning of the next part. Ah, it's going to take us right back there, isn't it? And Blackwall, and Vivienne, and Iron Bull. That's the A-team. I'm kind of wanting to go to Solas though. Might be something I do in the next part. I think I prefer his character. Vivienne's alright, she's powerful. But I think I just prefer the vibe of Solas. But I was just trying to use characters I hadn't spent time with in my last playthrough, just see how I felt with them. Miss Sarah's banter a little bit as well. Got a sneaky suspicion that we lose Blackwall for a bit later on as well, so we need to make sure we've got a backup. So, it's a straight line, I think. Or we go all the way full circle, but I think we'll do this bit first and then we'll head up there in the next part. A little bit of a slow ending, but we're ready for action in the next one, folks. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Dragon Age Inquisition on the Xbox One X. And I shall catch you next time, folks. Take it easy. Bye.